Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all you guys out there in YouTube land. This is Abigail with the Ritual Mindset Tarot, and I am back with another pick a card reading. So today, guys, we are asking the person on your mind, what do they want you to know, and what would they like to say to you right now? So we do have our 3 piles, but I wanted to show you guys. This will be in one of the posts by the time I post this, a community post. I did get some agate letters. These are from Indonesia, and they are natural agate that has been like cut down to letters. So I have the entire alphabet, and so see, this is the letter B, that type of thing. They had some glue on them when I got them, but this is from Indonesia. And then I got this orange calcite cauldron, which is I thought was appropriate for like Halloween spooky season. And this is from Sugar Studio Crystals. I figured we could pull out some letters at the end of the reading. And so we have 3 piles today, as per usual. For pile 1, you have this amethyst root from Brazil. And I shuffled out some cards from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. You guys got pleasure. It's for pile 1. For pile 2, you guys have this optical calcite. I believe this is from Brazil as well. And you guys have the stillness card. Then for pile 3, you have this. These are emeralds. Emerald cluster from Afghanistan. And you guys got the going forward card for pile 3. So take a minute to resonate with a pile. Pause if you have to. Otherwise, I will see you in your reading. Hey guys, if you chose the amethyst root and the pleasure card, welcome to your reading, pile 1. So with this card, this always reminds me of something very like dreamy. There's a lot of fantasy between you and the person on your mind. For some of you, not all of you, this is a general reading. Some of you may be in like a timeout or separation, or in like no contact with this person. So you may be dreaming about one another. There's just this very like dreamy aspect to this, and there may be, during this time apart, there may have been some of you guys, even your person, going within in order to gain this clarity, but because there may be this air of confusion between the two of you. Someone may have been more defensive and closed off, guarded in the past, and it just caused a little bit of an issue within this connection, or an issue with materializing, grounding this connection. So let's take a look now. I'll get you guys a song card. Today we are asking the person on your mind, what do they want you to know, and what do they want you to say? So we'll get some cards on what they want you to know, and then we'll just go into the message cards. I did write out some messages, like handwritten messages that I wrote. I wanted to also point out another reason why I feel like the majority of people who tune into this reading, not just your pile, but the overall collective, there may be a lot of you guys in no contact or separation, and again, like that timeout energy, because the bottom of the deck for the Sacred Destiny deck is standstill. So even if there's still contact, there's no movement, there's maybe no action that's been taken at this point, and that's why there's a lot of confusion amongst the collective. And now we are starting what they call like cuffing season, where it's like the season to find someone to cuddle with, do cozy things with. I believe that's what it is. So I'll get you a song card. Pile 1's person. What do you want pile 1 to know? What's going on? So we have a storm on a summer's day. Full crate, Gaida, 2018. Never had a love that made me feel this way. Whenever you're away, I can't seem to reach you. I think of your smile, then it's like you're here. You taught me how to love myself, now I'm fearless. Your heart and my heart will beat the same rhythm. So this again kind of goes back to what I was saying, where there may be some distance between the two of you, even if it's not physical distance, emotional distance, because it's like whenever you're away and I can't seem to reach you, I think of your smile, then it's like you're here. So that's a lot of like dreamy, like a lot of fantasizing about one another. But it's like maybe in this time apart or disconnect, it's like you've taught them a lesson. They may have had issues with their like self-worth, even just like courage overall. And it's like you helped them to, I guess, go within and to work on their self-love and their self-worth and courage overall. And when the actual title is A Storm on a Summer's Day. So you guys may have been through a storm, and summer may be significant here. And we have Past Lives by Sapient Dream and Slushy 2023. Past lives couldn't ever hold me down. Lost love is sweeter when it's finally found. I've got the strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. So some of you guys may resonate with feeling like you guys have shared past lives with one another. This isn't our first time around could talk about cycles and time that you guys may have gone through, or just like even if you have never been together, it's just like missed opportunities, that type of thing, where this person may have been, this could be somebody from your past. Maybe there's something that was not seen by your person before, like the connection. They may have been like blind to this connection, and it's almost like it took distance or time away from one another to come to that realization. With this pile one's person. So we have balance here. This is the Justice card. This is a card of Libra. This is talking about wanting to make things right, trying to gain balance within themselves. This person may have been working. If you see the balance card here, it's an angel, but you see all of the suits in front of him, which stands for the elements. We have air with sword, water with cup, earth with pentacle, and we have fire with the wand card. So this is very reminiscent of the Magician. The Magician card utilizes his knowledge and all of the elements in order to materialize, ground something in this reality. Things may have been imbalanced in the past, and there's this desire, or your person has been working on balancing themselves, trying to like make themselves whole. There's a desire for them to make things right between the two of you. There may be this energy of you guys maybe also mirroring each other with the 1-1 here. So this is pile 1. You guys may be seeing 1-1-1, 11-11 a lot for some of you. With the circle here, it's almost like this a cycle needed to close out in order to gain this balance. But this person is wanting you to know that they are working on balancing themselves out in order to manifest this connection. And some of them may be like even working out. This angel is pretty fit. Yeah. Something may have happened during Libra season, or you may be asking about someone who has Libra in their chart. Besides the desire for your person to want to make things right, whether it's to apologize or just to come forward with some sort of communication, your person may have been dealt their karma as well, because this could talk about karmic lessons and just karma overall. And we have this is the Chariot, the Triumph card. So your person wants to move things forward, wants to manifest this movement forward. However, with this card, I always think of this red flag that this knight or this horseman is carrying. So there may have been some sort of like toxic elements in the past, or your person has some red flags that's they may be needing to balance out within themselves. Maybe clarity has been gained by your person of their like toxic patterns. I feel like this is a similar message, pile one, with my last reading. So you may have chosen pile one if you watch my last reading. But there's this desire for your person to charge ahead and movement forward. However, both of these being major arcana, these have to do with aspects of destiny, like the bigger picture in our lives. So sometimes that translates to not much like movement in the like the mundane, in the everyday, but things are happening within like the higher realms. Usually something is manifested in the higher dimensions or realms, and then eventually it makes its way down to our reality. That's why when it comes to manifestation, I'm guessing some of you guys are focusing on like vision boards or manifestation, because that's like a big thing that keeps coming up. But in order for something to be manifested, it starts in thought, right? So with that thought, action has to be taken, and then it can manifest into the 3D. It's almost like things are happening at like a like more higher aspect before it can manifest here. But your person does want to charge ahead with this. This is Cancerian energy as well, because they are feeling this pain of maybe being apart, or even if you guys are still together and there's just some sort of like argument or something like that. It's this person may not want to lose you. And this is Cancerian energy. This is 5 of Cups, so it's a lot of watery energy. Your person with the Libra card here may be very much like in their head a lot about this, and also in their feelings. Somebody may be more in their shadow with the red flag here, and also this guy who's like feeling his emotions, his heart center here is turned away from the light. So again, that's also a sign of like going within. So this person may have really taken the time to go within, almost like meditating. Or this could be maybe messages that we saw your card is very dreamy. Maybe some dream or some sort of like download came to this person about you and this connection. And we have look at this shadow, just like the other card with the emotional loss, 5 of Cups. This person may have been doing some shadow work. This connection may have made them realize or become more aware of their shadow. And again, this aspect of mirroring here. This connection may have mirrored back to them their like fears, their insecurities. It could have showed them, like made them realize that they're actually very guarded. And it's almost like for some of your people, it's because it's like a self-protection, self-preservation type of thing. Even if it has nothing to do with like a past relationship, it could do with how they were brought up. We saw like air and a lot of water, the Cancerian energy, and then the emotional loss card. That's very much like someone who may have like a front of being very logical and like keep people at a distance. It's because they're kind of protecting themselves, because they feel a lot. They feel intensely. They feel very deeply for some of your people. This is the Moon card, by the way. This is Pisces energy. So we have Cancer and Pisces showing up, a lot of water. Again, Pisces energy is highly intuitive, very dreamy. So again, you guys may feel very connected on, like you may feel this person's energy, and vice versa. And again, this shadow here, this figure is almost very like dreamy, like a ghost. So they may feel kind of haunted by you and this connection in some way. Like they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop dreaming about you, maybe. For some of them, again, these insecurities have to do with maybe if it's external parties, because this is the 5 of Wands here. Obstacles and challenges. They may have been this card right here, the song said, you make me you taught me how to love myself, now I'm fearless. So in the past, maybe they allowed their fears to control their actions. It's this person here afraid to make the leap, afraid to make the leap because of the fear of falling. So this could talk about falling in love, or just getting the fear of getting hurt. Some of you guys may feel like not only dreaming about each other, but like a telepathic connection, but also you may question, like, am I just delusional about this, or I feel like because of all these are all major arcana, right? There is most definitely some sort of like spiritual lesson that's at play right now. So you got 2. You have the Ace of Pentacles, prosperity begins. This is that new beginning, that fresh energy. There's a desire to ground and root this connection from the seed. They may see this potential of this seed. If it's a new beginning, if it's just like a peace offering, something like that, it can grow into something so fruitful and abundant. It's interesting how there's like 9 peaches here, right? Like 9 of coins, which is like that very abundant, beautiful energy. But there's only 5 on the tree. So like the 5 of Pentacles is maybe not feeling like they have enough to give. And look, 1, 1, 1. So a lot of ones, a new beginning. And this balance, this person may like to hold your hand, or want to hold your hand, or reach out to you. Like maybe physically reach out, or even like communication if you guys are in no contact. But it's this feeling of wanting to begin anew, whether it's a new cycle, to apologize. For some of you, this could be the first time around with a 1 here, something like a new love. There has been transformation, though. We have these 1, 2, 3, 4 butterflies here. So the number 4 may be significant. Yeah, there's a desire to ground this after this period of like trying to gain balance within themselves. These are peaches, and in the Sacred Destiny deck, there's a card with a peach on it called fulfillment. So there's this aspect of them wanting to fulfill this destiny with you, almost, of maybe they can see, or they're manifesting something solid that can grow into something very beautiful and abundant. And then you have the 6 of Wands, material and spiritual prosperity. You have prosperity here. So your person may have come to this realization of the abundance and the potential of this connection. And they want they want triumph with you here. They want success. You have triumph, prosperity. This person sees the abundance within this. And again, this aspect of mirroring. And we have these emotions. These are both water, so both of you guys have very deep feelings for one another, and wanting to have material, spiritual, like it may very much be, again, in the spiritual realm, in their thoughts, what they're trying to manifest. They're trying to ground it with material and spiritual. They want to ground this and like intermix the spiritual aspect. You guys may, if you guys work together, or do come together with this very spiritual energy or connection that you guys may share, there's a desire to ground that and like create something where it's like a good mix of the 3D and also connection to spirit. So a very spiritual connection that you both share, which will help you manifest this prosperity. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant here with wisdom. So again, a lesson may have been learned. This also reminds me of like the 10 of Pentacles with this family here, the dog and the sun. Look how big the sun is. And we have this aspect of the sun and the moon here. So you guys, some of you may be opposites. There may be differences externally, but it's like energetically you are very much compatible and like an energetic match. And we have the 7 of Swords for the shadow, deception and envy. So we see this guy with this mask that he has pulled over his eyes, or like taken off of his face. But this could be like a shadow aspect, a red flag that your person may be like working through, or their attention has been called to that. Some of them may have been very much like very jealous. Maybe lied or betrayed you in some way. But it's like they're confronting their shadow. They're taking off, they're wanting to take this mask off. It could be even just them like not being honest and open about their feelings if they ever had an opportunity to communicate it. And we have 7 of Pentacles, patience, and planning. So in this 7 of Pentacles is about like consideration or just kind of looking at the connection, wanting to invest. And this is a point where they're considering on whether or not to continue investing in this. There is a need for patience, because if we see these 2 columns here, one is already built and the other one is still like what architects would draw out, whatever you call those. So it's not completely grounded and built yet. And so with the patience, we see the different seasons here. We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So there may have been a passing of the seasons or many seasons together. When we see this is in our first time around, this can also talk about past lives, past seasons, but there's this aspect of cycles and time passing. But this person is planning, wanting to come forward with this Ace of Pentacles. Again, that could be an apology, that could be a gift. A lot of 7s in your reading. 777. Again, that's, you know, like a jackpot. So this person may feel like they hit a jackpot with meeting you, having a chance to have something beautiful like a spiritual connection or a very deep energetic bond with someone. These lessons may not have been that easy for this person, and maybe some of them may have projected onto you initially these red flags, but it's like they realized it's their own fault for a lot of things. Pile one's person, what do you want to say to in the past, there's this lack and suffering energy. They may have felt like not good enough for you. Again, you taught me how to love myself, feeling like they were not worthy of you or this connection. Some of them may have felt like they didn't deserve real love, especially when something is intense like this type of connection where it's very spiritual and deep. This may have scared them off and it triggered them. And we have, look at this, seeds and spring. We have, that's very much Ace of Pentacles energy. And we have another season showing up. Spring may be significant, or something may happen. I'm filming this during autumn season. So maybe something from now to the spring will happen between the two of you. Maybe this movement forward. This can also talk about, during the spring, talks about blossoming. It talks about the blossoming of flowers, plants. So this person, again, wanting to offer up something solid that can grow. They want to invest in this, and they know that it's taken a while with the patience and planning card. But this person is planning, manifesting, visualizing. What does pile one's person want them to know? So we have stalemate, a stalemate situation. Someone needs to take decisive action. That's the Cancerian energy. This just goes back to that feeling of separation, time out energy. So this person is planning on taking decisive action, even though there's like a pause right now. Mutual symbiotic. This is a beneficial and balanced connection. Interesting how we have balance here twice. Both partners have the same feelings, ideals, values, and shared life goals. So again, with the sun and the moon here, you guys may not have, like, you may have differences, but on some level, you guys are very energetically compatible. You may complement one another, and this person is recognizing that you would be someone that they want to live life with. And again, mutual, a lot of mirroring. 1-1 mirroring. So mutual feelings. If you were wondering if this person had feelings for you, if you have feelings for them, yes, they do. So we have gossip. There's a lot of gossip that surrounds this relationship that is affecting not only their judgment but their vision too. So if there's like outside external people, it doesn't have to be another relationship, it could be family and friends that are, this tea looks toxic. They may be like talking into your person's ear and trying to say, hey, if there are differences, right, it's like, or this is taboo, or there are issues. They are they have caused some sort of doubt within this person, and that could have contributed to this timeout. But again, during this timeout, they may have come to this realization that they want to charge forward, charge ahead. That maybe even this tea could be themselves, right? You may have heard some gossip about, or tea about your person, and that could have caused a rift between the two of you. Some sort of deception and toxicity here. We have discovery. They saw or heard something that turned their sense of reality upside down, left them feeling powerless and trapped. Again, you or this person may have heard something or realized something, found something out, and that could have caused problems within this connection. Or like this timeout, the stalemate energy. So let's take a look now at some messages from your person. I did write out some handwritten messages. So let's see how those do. The time on my clock is 1:43. For those of you who are millennials, if you remember when we would write out like certain number codes, like 143637. 143 means I love you. So maybe this person has, we saw that they have very deep emotions with Cancer and Pisces showing up. This person has very deep emotions for you, and this clarity that they could have come to realize is that some of them actually are in love with you. I love you. They're afraid to fall for some of them, but they may have already fallen. Pile one's person. So we have, there's something sacred about how our energy recognizes each other. So we did see that mutual symbiotic energetic match vibe. So this person feels something deep and sacred about this connection. I'm scared of being truly happy. It feels too fragile and easily lost. So this person is afraid of losing you, losing this connection, especially because of how deeply they feel for you. And it's like this fear of abandonment, fear of loss. And it's like, again, letting their fears control their actions. Pile one's person, what do you want to say to pile one? Too many. Pile one's person, what do you want to say to pile one right now? What do you want them to know? Even in the silence and space, I feel connected to you. We did see that. Again, this is a nod to those of you that are in no contact or in some sort of separation or timeout with your person. You remind me that connection doesn't always need words. This is that feeling of you guys being telepathically connected, seeing each other in the dream space, the dream realm. And maybe your person's come to recognize this aspect of like something sacred, divine about this connection. Some of you guys may have dealt with someone who was a lot more practical, logical, and didn't necessarily believe in the spiritual aspects. That's also something that came up in my last reading. So if you watched my last reading and you had the pile that had that, hello, thanks for being here. Pile one's person, what do you want to say to pile one right now? What do you want them to know? What do you want, Mike? So we have promise. I wish you knew just how special you are to me. It kills me not to be able to tell you. You amaze me with your compassion and kindness through this time apart in the silence. I promise I will make things right between us. Some of you guys may have dogs, because we saw that that doggy card in the Hierophant. Pile one's person, what do you want to say to pile one right now? So we have learning. You are unique and special. I have never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to the things I never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened up my heart to the truth, and I am very grateful for all the lessons that we both are learning now. So that feeling of karmic lessons, and the wisdom card, the Hierophant card, being about learning and gaining wisdom. And they are missing you right now because we are seeing multiple cards saying there's time apart or there's a timeout. I was only supposed to get one more, but two more came out. We have surprise. Get ready to receive something special soon that express how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms, and it will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. So for some of you, this could be just like a dream or telepathic connection. But this person with the Ace of Pentacles, some of them may be planning to surprise, reach out, maybe offer you a gift of some kind as well. And we have mission. Together we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I am determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work as a team. So this person sees the potential of you guys being like power couple vibes, maybe the spiritual mission that you guys are meant to live out in this reality, in this incarnation. We have someone who's snowboarding on sand. So this could be somewhere in like the Midwest states with the sand. I think you could do that in Colorado and New Mexico in white sands. It's not sand, but it's gypsum. Yeah, we saw a card also that talked about challenges and obstacles. So you guys have been through some sort of challenge. It could be from the external community. We have weight. I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel about you. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It's true. It's time. I know it's taking me a while. I do know what you need, and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things between us. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. So it's like that justice card, wanting to do right by you. And we saw the patience and planning card. That's why we have the wait card as well. There has been a wait. So we have third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. That could be that gossip card, external parties. We have secrets. I haven't told you everything. So there are things that this person may have lied to you about, kept from you, which could have contributed to this space time apart. Or there's just something that your person wants to share and communicate with you that you may not know of. For some of you, this can talk about with third party and secrets. You may be having an affair with one another, or you had an affair, or this could be something that could be considered like temptation, taboo. So we have values. We have too many differences. Where did it say? There was another one that said like we have the same values. You guys, again, may have differences in terms of culture, beliefs, whatever it is, right? This may have caused your person in the past to be turned off by this, or like scared your person off in a way, because it's like they feel like it's too daunting, it's too much of a challenge, or too different, right? But I think they've come to realize like they're willing to take that chance. They want to invest in this and to move things forward, because energetically there's, despite the external differences, you guys are very much the same or very compatible. There may have been differences with finances and stability here. Your person may have a lot of they may worry a lot about their like stability and finances. Some of them may be I heard 7, remember we saw 777. Some of them may be gamble. That could be a shadow aspect, or they may have some sort of debt debt, escape. I left when things got hard. So this somebody, you or this person may have run away, but yeah, someone may have run away, and that's why there's this space. We have responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. And we see this family here and third party. So some of you may be asking about someone who is already committed or has a family already. And these responsibilities, even if this person is no longer with their, for those of you asking who has had like someone who's like divorced or has children, they're still tied to their responsibilities with their kids or whatever the situation is. So that's causing also a little bit of issues, obstacles, and maybe drama. No one compares to you. In these two cards, they keep saying like how special you are. So maybe that's another thing this person has realized, or want you to know how special you are to them. Even if it's like, since there's like standstill energy, even if you don't realize it. And we have, it's you I've been looking for my whole life. That's that very like romantic rom-com vibe, where this recognition of you being their other half. I mean, they made themselves whole. Like, you both may have been working on making yourselves whole. And it's like, you are the person that they want to do life with. Again, please give me some time to heal. We have this card that says wait. So this person has been healing, doing shadow work during this time apart. And it's like, that's why there's like, they're hoping that you would be patient, but they would understand also if you didn't have the patience to deal with them, especially because we see time being a factor. I haven't forgotten about you. So again, some of you guys may feel like you may be surprised that this person is still very much like in your energy, thinking about you, sending you signs and synchronicities. This person is very much like hoping and manifesting this connection, to manifest and ground it. And we have, I blame others instead of taking responsibility. So that could have been something that this person had issues with gaining some sort of accountability. And, you know, that comes off as very immature. So this person may have matured over time. So let's get a few of these letters. I'm excited to use these. They're tacky on the back. So we have the letter Z. Try not to look. Some of them are stuck together. So we have the letter I. That looks like a cat's eye, or even the eye of Sauron, was it? We have the letter R. Someone may have like really good Riz. For those of you that don't know what Riz is, it's like when they're trying to Riz you up, like trying to like charm you. And then we have the letter P. We have PR. Some of you guys may be from Puerto Rico. And we have the letter D. Dip. Rid. And we have the letter Q. Some of you guys may be into Star Trek with Q. And those are your letters. We have P, R, I, Z, D, and Q. So pile 1, that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. Let me know what you guys think about the letters. I may try to get more charms and letters and numbers as we go along. But I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. Please consider liking the video, hyping it. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you can be notified when I post more readings like this one. And to my subscribers, guys, thank you so much for your continued support and love. And interaction with me in the comments. I'm very, very grateful for you guys. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Doot! Hey guys, if you chose the optical calcite and the stillness card, welcome to your reading pile 2. So with the stillness card, this makes me feel like a lot of you guys may not be in any contact. There may be a timeout, like a pause, separation, or you guys have gone through some sort of ending. I did pick up on some energy of like challenges and obstacles and maybe feeling defeated, wanting to move on, but there's still this curiosity and pull towards one another. We have the swan here, which is very much like it's known to be one of the high soulmate, soul connection symbology, but usually swans are in a pair, right? This one is by itself, so we have stillness. So a lot of you guys are maybe in no contact, or even if you guys are like have access to one another, there's like a period of like a pause or like an energetic distance. Even I do believe it's something within the collective, because bottom of the deck was standstill. So that's why I feel like a lot of people tuning in are in some sort of disconnect or challenge with this person. Ego may have played a role. I did see the sign of ego, Leo, and Aquarius. Some of you guys may be trying to move on or have tried to move on and heal from this, but it's like still again that pull. There has been some sort of like changes maybe for some of you when it comes to like living situation, finances. But some of you guys have dealt with some sort of ending. Even if it's not with this person, you guys may have dealt with an ending. Someone could be separated or divorced, or has a history of being married. So today we are asking pile 2, the person on your mind, what do they want you to know and what do they want to say? So we'll get some cards and then to see what they want you to know, and then we'll jump into message cards. So we have Happy Together, the Turtles, 1967. Imagine me and you. I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. So you're heavily on this person's mind, or you both are very much in your minds about one another, especially if there's some time apart. Maybe it's this energy of like nostalgia, reminiscing about like the good times together, regardless of like all of the obstacles and the challenges you guys have dealt with, or any type of, for those of you dealing with like a falling out with this person, there's this very reminiscent energy of like the good times. We have Fire for You, Cannons, 2019. Keep breaking me down, don't know what I should do. When you come around, I'm leaving without you, love. I have no choice. I know I'm being lied to. I just need some time to stop thinking about you. Again, very heavy on like thinking about this connection, thinking about each other, maybe even overthinking. And it's like, again, with the separation energy of when you come around, I'm leaving without you, love. So there's this separation energy. And also don't know what I should do, this confusion of like, which way do we go? How should we deal with this? Like, what's going on? There's a lot of like fear and confusion. Some of you, this person lied to you or deceived you in some way. But even in this time apart, you guys are very much in each other's minds and energies. And we have Die With A Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, 2024. I love this song. I've listened to it on repeat. It's very sweet. Ooh, lost in the words that we scream. I don't even want to do this anymore. 'Cause you already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only war fighting for. So again, it's like that feeling of like wanting to move on, feeling like over it, especially if there's like that toxic element of like arguments, just again, obstacles and challenges. But there's this feeling like our love's the only war worth fighting for. There could be people, places, and things that may be getting in the way of this connection, or maybe some people external that are trying to come between you guys, or there are certain details, logistics that are getting in the way of this connection. But it's like wanting to fight for this. it's kind of like going back and forth with, okay, I'm over it. Like hot and cold. Like, I'm over it. I just don't want to deal with this anymore. And then it's like coming back around. It's like, well, I want to fight for this. It's like, it's almost like it's giving me like fickle energy. Which reminds me of Gemini for some reason. And like words that we scream and communication rather than communicating. There may have been like a lot of arguments. And we have the 5 of Wands. This is 5 of Pentacles, sorry guys. Financial and material changes. So 5 talks about, it's a number about challenge and change. So the 5 of Pentacles usually talks about lack, feeling like not good enough. There may be differences between the two of you when it comes to like financial status. We see the ring here on the ring finger. So some of you guys may be asking about someone you were married to or committed to, or someone who used to be married and maybe left, maybe divorced, separated. But there's this, for some of your people, they may be very much in their ego. Someone who plays off like they're very confident. But there's something internally that they feel like they're lacking, or maybe they feel like they're not up to your level when it comes to like finances and material goods. For those of you that had like a commitment or married to this person and you guys broke up, this person's like stability and finances were shaken up. But this person wanting to come forward with a Chariot here, Cancerian energy showing up. Maybe wanting triumph over all of the challenges and the obstacles. Some of you guys are asking about someone who may be in like debt. Or just doesn't really feel like they have much to offer. That despite the challenges and the obstacles, they can see happiness with you and hold her tight. So happy together. This could have been fights that had to do with money, finances. We have number 18, shadow. This is Pisces, the moon, also tied to Cancerian. This person may have fears of like losing people, places, and things. And that could have been like this aspect of their shadow where their fears are very much like feeling not enough, losing this connection. This connection may have brought about like them looking into their shadow, working on their shadow. With the crown chakra here, this is very much mental energy. And this is very like high vibrational energy here with the crown chakra, but very much in thought. You guys may be opposites from one another. We have the sun here and the moon here. This is the moon card, but it's like you guys may be opposites. Opposites where you guys complement each other. This could also go back to the hot and cold energy that we were picking up on. This person may be trying to show like they're very confident, but deep down they feel afraid. Again, ego. This may have brought certain fears that they have with feeling not good enough. Like this person may have gotten triggered. Maybe projected it onto you. You guys may be seeing each other in each other's dreams here. Because it looks like this person is sorry, a real person and this looks like a ghost. So because this person can't stop thinking about you, they feel almost haunted by you. But there's this aspect of like very dreamy energy here too. So you guys may be thinking about each other, daydreaming and night dreaming about each other. And we have the 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. So this person, the 8 of Wands, has to do with communication, fast forward movement. We have this like shooting star here, or meteorite. It's almost like your person is wishing on a star to be able to communicate with you, wanting to move things forward, to move beyond the challenges is what I hear. And there's this aspect of like maybe planning on some level for your person, because we have these it's like, it looks like a star map, like mapping out a route or a plan. Eight being the number of karma. So maybe there's this karmic lesson you both needed to go through with these challenges. There's this, with the solar plexus chakra, this has to do with action, movement, right? This accelerated motion. This also talks about like power. So maybe with this financial material changes and the shadow, your person didn't feel like empowered within themselves. They may have felt like they didn't have the confidence in the past, maybe, to try to move things forward here. And again, it's that aspect of fear. But it's also with the solar plexus chakra, besides action, it talks about like happiness and joy and happy together. This person may feel like you motivate them to make a change within themselves and their life and to go after what they want and what makes them happy. And our love's the only war worth fighting for. So this desire to want to move beyond the challenges. And we have the World card, Destiny. So there's this aspect of an ending with the number 10, right? An ending before a new beginning. So there has been like a turning of the wheel that has happened within this connection. So some of you guys did break up or had an ending of some kind. And if you see like the lady on this card, she goes from like closing her eyes into this, her eyes open, holding her chest. So it's almost like an awakening energy that has happened after a cycle of someone's feelings. Like she's come to a realization, and we see this light around her, like an enlightenment of her. It looks like yellowish green, so maybe like solar plexus, heart chakra awakening. Or maybe your person had like blocks when it came to those specific chakras. And I had mentioned before, like chakras start from the root all the way to the crown, right? We have more chakras than that, but like the ones that are focused on usually are from the root to the crown. Your person may have had like blocks in the lower chakras, maybe in the root, sacral, solar, and anything that's blocked down below will affect the flow of energy between the lower and the higher chakras. So maybe if in this time apart, your person has been doing some sort of shadow work and getting in touch with their heart and emotions. They may have been a lot more focused on the 3D here, how they lacked when it came to like finances in the material realm, which is very much like 3D. And so this is giving me like hope energy because of the star energy, which is like healing and trying to stay positive and keep the hope. With the Tower at the bottom of the deck, there has been some sort of a crumbling of something, an ending of something that needed to change because the foundation was not strong, it was not sustainable. And a lot of times I say that like the Tower is very much like divine intervention. Like things were unbalanced and the divine did not want anything, didn't want that to proceed. Almost like divine protection for some of you. And we have this guy in the Tower where he's like closed off. Look at his arms, he's closed off. And this aspect of like compartmentalization. Someone that may have been able to like turn off. Look at the difference here. His hands are covering his heart chakra and his fists are closed off, compared to this lady in the Destiny or the Wheel of Fortune card where her hands are open and she's actually holding on to her heart chakra. So that could be where there has been some sort of like change or cycle where someone was so closed off that caused this Tower moment. And it's like this realization of their shadow being closed off and guarded was hurting you, was hurting them. And, screaming, war, like there's a lot of like toxic elements of like arguing. And we have the base chakra. This is the root chakra. Again, this makes me feel like with the Five of Pentacles and the base chakra, this person may have felt a big fear of loss and abandonment. Like they never may have felt like secure within their like material realm, and it could be due to like things that they dealt with in childhood. But the fear of losing their money, their stability, feeling not good enough, like this is very much like self-worth issues here, not feeling grounded. So this is something that your person may have had some sort of like enlightenment. And there's like this turning of the wheel here. Talks about like a cycle closing out, where you go from this aspect of financial and material changes, shadow, and then accelerated motion, which is very much like the Star card. So there's like a turning of the wheel, some sort of lesson, karmic lesson that has been learned. Maybe balancing out of chakras here with the base chakra. This person may have been focusing on like grounding themselves as well. And we have patience and planning. You may have a message in pile 1. But Seven of Pentacles, patience and planning. So again, your person may still be working on trying to ground themselves, building up their stability here, because we have these two columns. One is already materialized. The other one is still kind of like the drawings that architects would draw. It's like just like with manifestation, or trying to bring something, ground something in this reality, everything starts in thought. This person is thinking a lot about you, right? We saw the crown chakra too. There's this aspect in manifestation that things start off in the higher realms, the crown chakra, the higher dimensions, whatever you want to call it, in the thought, and then you take action, and then it materializes with the help of the divine, right? So this person is still very much like thinking and hoping for this, but it's like there's almost like this consideration of this connection. Like, do they want to invest in it? Are they're evaluating this connection and whether or not to continue like investing in it. But we see also in the background here, there's spring, summer, fall, and winter. So like this passing of time, this passing of the seasons, and it's like time has passed and cycles between the two of you. Someone may kind of go through cycles of getting better, like feeling optimistic, and then kind of falling back into like their bad or toxic habits, or their shadow. The bad habits could just be pessimism and having, negative thinking. But there's this, again, this desire to invest with the Seven of Pentacles, but that can also talk about like a little bit of a wait, right? There's patience that has been needed between the two of you. Yeah, you guys may have a message in pile 1. We have number 11, balance. This is the Justice card. So this is the card of Libra. Something during Libra season may have occurred, or you or this person may have Libra in your chart. This is Pisces energy here. Also connected to Cancer. So a lot of air and water sign. And the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. So maybe like timing something during Libra season and Sagittarius season may happen. This accelerated motion or communication for some of you. But with balance here, there's this desire to make things right? Or giving some sort of clarity. There's this feeling of this person trying to gain balance within themselves before coming towards you. And that could be this healing energy. That's what the gaining balance is about. And as I had mentioned in pile 1, this Libra card, or this Justice card, reminds me so much of the Magician card, because we have the 4 elements here. We have the sword, air, the cup is water, the pentacle is earth, and the wand is fire. And magicians, speaking about manifestation, and I had mentioned in pile 1, a lot of you guys are trying to manifest or using manifestation rituals or practices, because this is like a big theme actually. Maybe all your people are trying to manifest this connection, but this aspect of manifestation starting off in the mind, This person is trying to manifest you. Maybe if there was a missed opportunity between the two of you, they're trying to manifest another opportunity to be with you. This is Gemini energy. Sorry, Libra. Why did I say Gemini? Yeah, Gemini keeps jumping out at me, but maybe some of you guys have Gemini in your chart. And it's interesting because we have 11, which is like mirroring, and these columns are mirroring. The shadow card, there's mirroring between the two of them, so you guys are most definitely mirroring each other. So we have disharmony, triggers, and conflict. So we did pick up on obstacles, conflict between the two of you. And we have until death tear us apart, contracts, careers, commitments, and Saturn. So with the Justice card, there's this aspect of karma, just like with Saturn. So there may have been some sort of like commitments or like, let's say like soul contracts between some of your people where you're meant to trigger one another in order to be able to bring about like balance between the two of you, like working through karmic debt or karmic lessons with one another. And that's not to say that this is like a karmic connection, which is not always bad. All relationships have karma, but there may have been like a lot of karma you guys have been going through. And we did see financial and material changes. And we have until debt tear us apart. So again, finances or debt may have caused a rift between you and this person. And with the triggers here, we have scream, war, fighting energy. So we do pick up on that conflict, disharmony energy. And Saturn being Chronos, the god of time. Again, with the seasons here, there has been a lot of time between the two of you, or this is someone from your past, or there's just been a need for like patience. And we have completion here. This is just saying that there's an ending, maybe an ending that you guys had before, or this ending of a certain like shadow aspect, like a change. This gives me death card energy. So an ending, which brings about some sort of like change. For some of you, this could be you guys are done with this person and trying to move on, and you're just trying to see what's going on with them and what they would say to you right now. And we have separation. Surrender into your heart, and divine source, surrender into your heart, where there is no separation. The highest levels of love always serve and are without conditions. So some of you guys, again, maybe in no contact or separation. And there's this like connecting within the higher realms, maybe dreaming about each other, just very much in each other's thoughts here, thinking about you day and night. Again, feeling like kind of haunted by one another. But both of you guys, well, your person is trying to manifest another go around, another wheel, another cycle with you. And we have coldness. They feel you pulling away. They wish they can pull you back and convince you they're worth keeping. So some of you guys, again, maybe trying to move on from this person. And like you're over it. I don't even want to do this anymore. Like multiple cycles. And it's this is giving me like hot and cold energy. It's also giving me like Queen of Swords. So like very much like air sign energy. Maybe someone cut the other person off or drew up a boundary. We have insatiable. They have an insatiable thirst that no one else but you can satisfy, craving for you more and more. So some of them may be doing moon magic or moon rituals in order to manifest you. This reminds me of like raven feathers or crows. So again, like that death energy. Something may have happened during the full moon, or again, this talks about like full moons are about completion, but it's also for ritual, trying to manifest you. So this person may actually be trying to manifest you. This lady looks like she's like a vampire. So you guys may have felt on some level this person or this connection was draining you, And with all this disharmony, conflict energy being triggered, it caused a lot of like draining feeling. Some of you guys may feel like you guys have some sort of, we saw the twin flames card right now, and you got the stillness card, which has a swan on it. So again, that's very much like soulmate or twin flame imagery. And for those of you that do resonate with like twin flame connection, then you know this type of connection is very difficult at times, because the person is meant to trigger you, to bring up the wounding, to heal it. And again, that could be that soul contract. Pile 2's person, what do you want to say to my pile 2's? If you could be completely honest, what do you want them to know? And we have, some loves aren't meant to last forever. Just to remind us what love feels like. It's from a movie called Call Me By Your Name, 2017. So this is a nod for those of you that had this very intense connection with this person and things have ended. This is just a reminder that if you do like have a soul connection with this person, some people are meant to come into our lives to teach us a lesson. Soul connections are not necessarily romantic only, but they are in our lives for a reason, season, or a lifetime. So some of you guys may resonate with that. For those of you that are trying to move on and reclaim your power, since we saw the solar plexus energy. I test people to see if they'll stay. So that's that energy of fear of abandonment. This person's, one of their toxic traits may be testing people to see if they're willing to stick around, and that's because they're afraid, you know. And we speak in glances and frequency, not words. That's that very like telepathic connection. And it's like that shadow card being very much like, it's a very dreamy and very intuitive connection. Like you guys don't even have to talk. You understand just by even like looking at each other. I trust the way our paths keep crossing each other. So you guys may bump into this person a lot. Maybe initially this person was like afraid of what this could be. Like, why do I keep bumping into this person? But they're trying to, if they don't trust it, or at some point didn't trust it, now they're noticing like they're bumping into you, or they're seeing a lot of signs about you and this connection. So maybe it's like making them think like there's something here. The fact that we understand each other through looks and frequency, not words. Like you don't even have to say anything to each other. So we have karmic ties. I can't fully be there for you as long as this other person is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience in order to heal it. So this is a number 5, which again talks about challenge and change. So for some of you, you may be asking about someone who is already in another connection, or you know, like another family. This could just talk about external people too, like friends and family that are getting in the way of this connection, causing drama, causing a rift between the two of you. But it's like this person has to go through these karmic lessons and these karmic contracts in order to learn the lesson. For some of you, this can also talk about like this person, for some of you may feel like this is like a karmic soulmate. One fell off the table. And we have mirrors. You're projecting your own fears and limitations onto me. Go within to understand that you are seeing yourself, not me. So that aspect of mirroring each other. This kind of reminds me of that shadow card. It's like you guys are kind of like mirroring and maybe twinsies, since we saw the twin flame card. So we We are alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. We saw the shadow card. So there may be this aspect of like shadow work, shadow healing with your person. But it's this, with the alchemist, it's that aspect of manifesting and very high vibrational and transmuting the shadow into like love of yourself and love within this connection, or healing within yourselves. And we have number 2, I know this is more than a relationship and that there is a higher purpose to our connection. So some of you guys may resonate with this being like a higher level connection. Again, the swan. But again, swans are usually, they come in pairs. And that one by itself with the stillness, it's giving like a soulmates and separation. I believe one of these, I forgot her name, but she has a tarot channel and she has a series called Soulmates and Separation, and that's what I think of. And we have inspiration. There's no one else who inspires me the way you do. I am so proud of you, your achievements and gifts. Your love really gives me the strength and courage to strive for more out of life. So you kind of serve as a muse. We saw the star card. That's hope. That's also inspiration. So yeah, you give this person hope. Hold me. Things are not right in my world, and I'm longing for your embrace today. Please send me your love so that I know everything will be okay. So your person may be going through it. This tower, that tower that we saw may have to do with things outside of you in this connection. Maybe they're learning a lot of like dealing with their own karma. They're being dealt their own karma, or learning a lot of spiritual or karmic lessons with their, their family and friends, and they're like going through it right now. Opening up. I'm getting ready to say what's in my heart. I know that this is love. It's a true, unconditional, and everlasting kind of love. I want you to know that I'm trying to open up, but it's so hard for me to put my feelings for you into words. But I know I have to do this, and you need to hear them. So that what's interesting is we speak in glances and frequency, not words. So your person may not be too good when it comes to like verbally speaking or like connecting with their heart and expressing themselves that way, but like that's the beauty about certain like telepathic or very intuitive connections. It's just knowing what your person is thinking, or just having just this knowing. And that's why if communication was a challenge for them in certain connections, you guys may feel a lot more bonded or connected to one another and willing to fight against external parties and obstacles because you understand one another. And we wow, twin flames again. Twin flame signs. As your twin flame, we have mirrors here. I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There is a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for signs of my love. It is me sending them to you. So this person maybe came to a realization of this like very high frequency. They may be getting a lot of like synchronicities and signs about you as well. One fell off the table. Let me just get that. And so maybe in this like separation, for those of you in separation, it's like this clarity that came in where I just saw 333, that there's something highly spiritual about this connection. And we have my intentions are good and pure. So there's this song by Disclosure and Miguel. It's called Good Intentions. It's about this guy who pretty much had to break things off with this girl because he couldn't stay. And he's saying that it's not that her love wasn't good enough, but he had issues trusting himself, meaning like he was afraid he was gonna hurt her. So like out of his like good intentions, and he couldn't stick around anyways, he broke up with her. And he says in the song like it's very painful to say goodbye, but my intentions are good. So for some of you, that may have been something you are dealing with this person. I want to help you. So if this person, I always take this as this person wanting to be someone that contributes to you and your life, instead of draining you. And we did see that card that looked like a vampire, insatiable. So this person may have been draining you in the past. you mean the world to me. You mean a lot to this person, even if you don't realize it. And the world makes me think of the world card, which is an ending. I got triggered. You got the triggers and conflict card. So yeah, this person has been triggered by this connection. And those triggers have caused them to go towards like this awakening. And they're now trying to open up after maybe realizing they were closed off. A lot has changed, yes. That death card energy is about change, huge transformation. You have helped this person gain hope, gain clarity, wisdom, and just maybe inspiring them to just be a better version of themselves doing the shadow work. So pile 2, this is what I have for you. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. If you did, please hit the like button and the hype button, as it helps me a lot with the algorithm. If you are not subscribed, please consider oh, wait, no. Let me stop. I'm going to get some letters for you. I almost forgot. This is the first time, well, this is the second pile, but this is the first time I've done this. I have letters, these agate carvings of letters from Indonesia. So you have the letter V, you have the letter F. I'm hearing VFW, so that some of you guys may be asking about someone who's in the military or law enforcement. We have the letter, what letter is this? This is W, or it could be M. VFW, that's crazy. And we have the letter H. We have the letter D. DFW. Or some of you guys may be from like this could be an M, so DMV, which is like Washington DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And we have the letter Z. So as I was saying, pile 2, you have V, F, W or M, H, D, and Z. This is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit the like button and the hype button to help me out and the channel. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing so you can be notified when I do more readings like this. And to my subscribers, guys, thank you so much for being here and for continuing to support and leave your love here and interact with me. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Doot. Hey guys, if you chose the Emerald Cluster and the Going Forward card, welcome to your reading pile 3. So one thing that I notice here is how like the emeralds are green and there's so much green here in your card. There's this aspect of the sun, this new day dawning, and it's like burning away this fog. So there may have been some sort of like clarity of how to move things forward within this connection. Maybe there's this clarity that just set in after this like darkness has been like gone and this fog being lifted. So it's like this fog of confusion and also like a darker period going away. And there's this aspect of this long journey, but it's like it's uphill, right? But it's just like this clarity of this journey into this beautiful new day. Maybe there's new energy coming in between the two of you. There is at the bottom of this deck, the Destiny Oracle deck. I'm thinking I also heard like the Wizard of Oz because of the emerald and the journey as well. So follow the yellow brick road. That may be significant or important within this connection. But we have standstill on the bottom of the deck. I do believe a lot of people within the collective are in no to minimal contact, or there's some sort of like pause. And that seems to be like the theme of the reading for a lot of you. So a lot of you guys are in no contact, or there has been too many. 1 second, guys. There may have been some of you that dealt with someone that moved away or were travel long distance. Since we saw that long journey, there may be long distance for some of you. But today we're going to be taking a look at what your person wants you to know and what they want to say. So let's get a song card for you guys. Song card for pile 3, please. And then we'll go into some message cards. And then at the end, I'll pull out some letters for you guys. I've been taking out like 6 agate letters for each pile. Song card for pile 3. What does pile 3's person want them to know? What's going on? So you have 2 that came out. We have Baby Come Back, player, 1977. So again, this energy of maybe you leaving or someone walking away. Some of you guys may have been dealing with someone who was like a player or player energy, maybe someone who was more inconsistent or more casual. Spending all my nights, all my money is going out of the town. Doing anything just to get you off of my mind. But when the morning comes, just like that card that you have, the morning comes, I'm right back where I started. All day long, I'm wearing a mask of false bravado, trying to keep up a smile that hides a fear. But as the sun goes down, I get the empty feeling again, how I wish to God that you were here. So this person longing for you, we get this aspect of day and night. So maybe again, the nighttime may represent some sort of shadow aspect that this person appeared in this connection. They may have been very much in their shadow. Again, this player energy for some of you, someone who may not have been maybe even like commitment phobic for some. But this person, you're very heavily on this person's mind. When the morning comes, I'm right back where I started. All day long, I'm wearing a mask of false bravado. So this person may seem like they don't care, or they have a really good ability to not, like they have a really good poker face or like a stoic face. Deep down, they are trying to maybe try to get over you for some of them. For others, they're just like, they're very much in their feels, but they're, again, wearing a mask. With the night and day, also I'm getting like hot and cold energy, in and out, so like inconsistency energy, but this person wants you to come back. And we have Unbreak My Heart, Tony Braxton, 1966, 1996. Don't leave me here with these tears. Come and kiss this pain away. I can't forget the day you left. Time is so unkind, and life is so cruel without you here beside me. So this person is very much in their feels about you. Again, a lot of you guys may have been the one that left or walked away from them, and they have been very much like sad and depressed over it, even crying some tears. Some of them could be numbing, like going out on, like trying to keep themselves distracted, going out with their friends, drinking, just numbing, trying to distract themselves because it keeps coming back to you. And we have After the Love Has Gone, Earth, Wind and Fire, 1979. Something happened along the way. Yesterday was all we had. Something happened along the way. What used to be happy is sad. Oh, yesterday was all we had. So this person, again, thinking about you, very much like very nostalgic about you in this connection. And they're, what used to be happy is sad. Something happened. So there's a lot of sad. Your person is very sad, grieving this connection. It seems like a lot of you guys have had an ending here. Breakup. Again, that fog of confusion. A lot of like clouded thinking, clouded judgment. So we have, wow, the Three of Swords, heartache and loss. This person is feeling the distance between you, feeling the loss of you in this connection. You could be dealing with someone who is like isolating themselves. They feel like they're very much in the darkness. Behind them is this the sky that's brighter than where they are at. So it's like it shows that they're very much in the darkness. But even where it's brighter outside, there's still a lot of clouds. And clouds bring about rain sometimes, right? So this person may be like crying about you. They may feel trapped in this pain. And we have number 7, the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy, and it says triumph. So there's this aspect of wanting to move things forward and trying to triumph over any type of like pain and like any space between the two of you. This card reminds me of this red flag. So there's this energy of like, again, the shadow, red flags this person may have exhibited or contributed to this pain. I'm hearing some of your people are very like bullheaded. This gives me very much like ego with this specific picture. Like the the chariot is very much about like forward movement, right? Fast forward movement, wanting to move past any type of like issues. But it's like giving me this energy of winning at all costs, and that could have been like a red flag for your that your person had. But there's, again, we have triumph here and victory and success. This is the Six of Wands. This is like victory, success. We see more of this imagery of the sun, like burning away the clouds, the darkness. There's clarity. This always reminds me of the Fool card. So this new beginning, wanting to take a leap and having some sort of like victory and success. But the negative aspect of the Six of Wands is ego. Someone who could have been very boastful and a little bit cocky, because it's like they have to announce themselves here. Someone who was very like, some of your people are giving me like Gaston energy. If you're familiar with Beauty and the Beast, where he's very like, obviously he's very very good looking, but he's very like full of himself, right? So someone who, we see false bravado. So someone who may have been putting up like, oh, I'm really confident, but deep down they're very like sad and insecure. Some of you guys are dealing with someone like that. We have the Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenate. There has been, again, this energy of space, this healing after the Three of Swords, this pain. Your person may have been like going within, even like maybe meditating or connecting with nature in some way in order to heal this pain that they feel. Maybe during these like meditations or prayers, there's this recognition of their red flags and, you know, wanting to come forward and maybe needing to admit that. We have emotional withdrawal. This is the Eight of Cups. Someone walking away. Maybe someone walking away because they felt overwhelmed. They pulled back their energy here with the emotional withdrawal. Look at the body language of all these. Their hands are closed like in prayer. And this one is meditation. So this person has been trying to connect with maybe nature, the elements, water, trying to purify themselves, trying to gain balance within themselves. And we have the light card here, which is the Sun card. So this person trying to remain hopeful and trying to gain the courage here. This is the Sun, right? And when we talk about the Sun card in Leo energy, we can talk about ego and fears. We're talking about like insecurities. And this person is trying to gain the courage to move this forward and gain triumph here. And again, this aspect of light coming in. You may be asking about someone who was a lot more pessimistic, looked at like the, you know, the darker aspect of things, and it's like this connection has brought about like this clarity and this light. They feel like, maybe they feel like the light has gone out now that you went away, and they came to recognize that, and that's why they want to bring this back around. We have the sacral chakra here, which is a very sensual energy. There could have been a lot of very like sensual, sexual energy between the two of you. Intimacy may have been something that could have been, your person may be someone who has like wounding when it comes to their intimacy, like intimacy issues. Again, we were picking up on like commitment phobic energy, where they're afraid to let people in because they don't want to get hurt. So they keep it kind of like more superficial or casual. And that's why a lot of times you'll hear stories of of people who are players, not to excuse their behavior at all, but people who are players tend to want to keep things light because they don't want to allow someone in because of the risk of getting hurt. And the word intimacy reminds me of into me I see, and it's like that feeling of your person maybe going within and gaining this clarity about themselves, their red flags, how they contributed to this heartache and loss between the two of you, this disconnect between the two of you. And now maybe there has been a shift. There's a shift where maybe they were very much in the energy of lack before, and now they are so much more in the energy of like gratitude, focusing on their happiness, seeing the light, being more positive and optimistic. Pile three's person, what do you want pile three to know right now? They want you to know that you definitely light them up, and they're very much in the dark now that they're not connected to you. And we have solar plexus chakra, it's that sun energy. So wanting to rush forward, but right now there's this energy of rest and rejuvenation, very much in the healing. Solar plexus has to do with happiness and joy, like we were talking about with the sun card. It has to do with aspects of power, like personal power and taking action. So this person may have, for some of you, this could be someone that just didn't take action. There was this connection that you guys had, or like attraction to one another, but it's like some of your people chose to walk away because they were too afraid or too proud, or some of them may have been even dealing with heartache and loss from the past, which caused them to be a lot more closed off. And we have the Tower card here on the bottom of the deck, Scorpio energy. Again, there has been something that has ended in the past that caused this heartache and loss. And this specific Tower card, this guy is closing his arms with his closed fist, guarding his heart. And this aspect of like compartmentalization, being able to kind of like detach, disconnect from they were not connected to their heart space, refusing to open up, a very much guarded energy. Again, issues with intimacy. And when it comes to the Tower, you know, that's that like plutonic energy of change, immense change, a shift that's like, I'm hearing divinely orchestrated. It was not sustainable because things were imbalanced and the divine wasn't having any of it. There needed to have been a change. Again, that energy of needing to work through certain aspects of the shadow. And the universe and the divine had to like end things. We have autumn, harvest. So I'm filming this during harvest, during autumn. Spooky season is what I call it. Scorpio season, one of my favorites. But there's this aspect of maybe things have fallen away, like the trees, the dead leaves. But also the harvest season. So there has been some sort of investment that has been made towards this connection. And you know, it takes a while in order to be able to go from a seed to the time of like harvesting. So there has been like a lot of like time that may have passed between the two of you, and there's this desire to come forward and take the opportunity of harvesting the fruit of this connection. Kind of like how this lady in the sun card is reaching out for the star. This knight on horseback is going after what he wants. And it's like also this recognition of needing to let go and release things from the past, maybe baggage from the past. This could also be a time marker. Maybe something significant has happened during the autumn season or will happen during the autumn season, like where something is taken and harvested, like a kind of like a grounding of this connection. We have separation and longing. There's a lot of sad and longing energy here for sure. And but there may be communication coming in. It's almost almost always for my pile threes. We have the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This person wanting to speak some sort of truth, some sort of clarity, or this can talk about actually clarity once again. Pile three's person. What do you want pile three to know right now? Also, I'm hearing pile three, your person with the harvest in autumn. I'm hearing that they're reaping their karma. Like, you know how you harvest and you reap. It's like reaping what they sowed, like getting back. So maybe they treated you in a certain way where it's like, you know, some of them may have had other options. They may have treated you like an option, and now that some of you guys have walked away, or you have chosen not to invest in this anymore, they are now grieving this connection, and maybe that took them by surprise, honestly, especially if they're like used to more superficial connections. This may have, maybe they've never felt so deeply about someone before, and it's like it shook up their whole reality and made them realize like how they were a closed off individual. And we have reconciliation, the return of a past soulmate. So again, some of you guys, this person may be coming back with the Chariot Cancerian energy here, and the Ace of Swords. This person may get in touch or reach out. Please let me know if they do. And you get Divine Masculine. So you may be asking about a Divine Masculine, or whoever the Divine Masculine is, the one that's wanting to come forward, rush forward. And we have triggers. Emotional baggage is running the show. Retrain the internal so the external can change. And that could be what this person has been doing. The meditating, the shadow work. They're trying to change internally, fix themselves and heal themselves internally in order to change their reality. Again, there's a lot of like energy of like manifestation, healing and manifestation within the collective. And again, that could be because of Scorpio season. Scorpio. Pile three's person. What do you want to say? Pile three's person. What do you want pile three to know right now? So you have three that came out. We have music. Music brings them closer to you. Certain songs remind them of just how special your connection was to them. Some of you guys, again, may resonate with having like a very deep connection, or even like a soulmate vibe with them. And you guys may be hearing music about each other, or your person may be like, these are all very sad love songs. So your person may have like a playlist of sad love songs that they cry to, or just like think about you with, because again, very nostalgic energy. We have frequency. They are aligning to the frequency of love and operating at a high frequency vibration with openness to receiving. So maybe they were, again, very closed off, not open to this connection, maybe even like were in denial of this connection and their feelings for you. Now they're trying to like align with you. And by the way, divine timing and manifestation is not about like calling something in. A lot of times it has to do with aligning with that specific frequency or timeline. So this person is very much trying to manifest this by healing themselves, and very much like always thinking about you. The gods favor you. Now is the time. Your prayers have been heard. You will succeed and be vindicated. So this is talking about triumph. This person, again, may be praying and meditating about this connection. And they're hoping and praying. And we have power couple. They see that both of you have an equal exchange of power, which can make you an unstoppable couple. These are both very reminiscent of like ancient Roman or ancient Greek statues or gods. So there could be, we see soulmate here. Some of you guys may resonate with being like having past lives together, or maybe you guys are dealing with some sort of like karma from a past life even. And that's not to say that you guys are like karmic soulmates. Everybody has karma with one another, all connections. We're all meant to teach each other a lesson of some sort. We have distance. There's too much distance to maintain this connection. So we did pick up on that, and we see divine feminine. Wow, guys. We saw the divine feminine and divine masculine. So even if there's like no physical distance, there's this emotional distance, emotional withdrawal. And it's caused a lot of conflict and pain within you, within this person. It's like I'm hearing they shot themselves in the foot. So these are my new handwritten messages. Pile 3. Pile 3's person. What do you want to say to my pile 3s? What do you want them to know? So we have 3 that came out. I'm scared of being truly happy. It feels too fragile and easily lost. So this person is afraid of losing you, afraid of losing things. Like they have this energy of when things go right, they're afraid immediately of what will go wrong or when it will go wrong. So that aspect of like fear of losing, lack mentality, and they're just afraid. It's like they won't. That's why with the tower energy, they're very closed off, very guarded. It's because they're afraid to get hurt. Like they may feel so much, so they keep people at a distance to prevent anyone from hurting them. There's something sacred about how our energy recognizes each other. We did see that aspect of soulmate there. So there's something very sacred and divine. Maybe even your person can feel it and recognizes that. You remind me that connection doesn't always need words. So very telepathic, intellectual. Maybe your person is more of like an intellectual, logical person. And this connection is very like spiritual. It adds that other aspect and dimension. And so maybe this scared this person at first, especially if they're not used to connecting, which means we saw a lot of imagery of like praying and meditating. Maybe this connection has made them awaken to spirituality or made them stronger in their like religion or spiritual practices. I crave connection, but commitment is still freaks me out. Yep, there's that energy of someone who's afraid of intimacy and commitment. Pile 3's person. What do you want my pile 3s to know? Your person may be seeing a lot of signs about you in this connection besides music. Maybe hearing music that reminds them of you. We have number 2. Whatever you just cleared helped me to shift too. So if you guys are actually very tied energetically and on a soul level, we see that shift from the dark, right? The fog. All of that is being cleared. So whatever you just cleared helped me to shift too. So you guys are on this spiritual journey where you affect and feel each other's energy. And you guys may share certain spiritual lessons, and you may have learned certain lessons and cleared or healed something within yourself that has helped this person as well. We have number 3. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. These sequential numbers here, and the fact that they're both purple. This is called telepathic messages. So it's you guys have a very like intuitive connection. Whoop, that one fell. And you have number, wow, look at that, 2, 3, 4. So I take that as you guys are leveling up within yourselves, and this connection has the potential to leveling up. You did get the going forward card, so there may be this aspect of this change, this level up within this connection because you guys learned a lesson. We have communication. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and even replay our conversations in my head. So maybe like they hear your messages telepathically. This guy's wearing headphones, so again, listening to music about you, and there's this light here. I just got a call just now, which I'll call them back later, but you may get a call from this person. We have communication here and telepathic messages. So, yeah, they're very interesting. We have, wow, guys, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you may be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, and so can your person. And that's crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5. Another call. I'll call them back. And we have karmic ties. I can't be there for you as long as this other person is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience in order to heal it. So this could be talking about like external parties. Some of you guys may be asking about someone who is already committed to someone else, married maybe. For others, this could just be talking about like external factors like family, friends, community. If there's anything taboo about this connection or unconventional. Pile 3's person. I just saw 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Wow. What I was going to say about sequential numbers, it's like you guys are taking the right steps. You guys are doing the healing. You're on the right path. And we have unspoken. There is so much I want to say to you, but I find it difficult to put my feelings into words. Just know that you are very important to me. The depth of my love for you is beyond words. There is so much unspoken between us, which I will soon reveal to you, so that Ace of Swords could be them telling you about how they feel. And also, look, you remind me that this connection doesn't always need words. So there's a lot unspoken between the two of you guys. But like you guys already know, like this energetic connection that you guys have, telepathic connection. Ooh. Okay, we'll just take those two that flipped over. So we have expectation. I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have a lot of expectations from me and I'm trying to stand for that. But at times I feel so far away from that and I'm afraid to let you down or disappoint you. It's like sometimes I feel far away from that. The imagery from your card going forward, it's like a long journey. So it's like this person may feel like if there are differences between the two of you, like if you are more successful or more stable than this person when it comes to like material and finances, this person may feel like it's a long way to get to where you are. And they don't want to disappoint you, even if you have not verbalized like this is what I expect from you. It's like they feel like you're worth it. They want to be able to bring you something worthy. They feel like there's something sacred here. We have, what's interesting also here, I'm scared, which is the same letters as sacred. So it's like they've transmuted the fear and trying to work on that power to move forward. And we have signs. I have been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind me of you. It's made me feel certain that you are the one for me and we have a brighter future, the sun, all that light. I just have to figure out how to follow them. I'm gaining strength and courage for that. Again, big sun, Leo energy there. Strive. I have grown up since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be the better person whom you can feel proud of. See, they feel like you deserve someone that is going to be there for you, that you could be proud of. And they say no one compares to you. They know you are like one in a million. That song by Aaliyah, One in a Million. Check it out if you don't know it. It's one of my favorites. Your love is a 1 in a million. I blame others instead of taking responsibility. So not being able to take accountability. Your person has said, I have grown up since our last encounter. So your person may have been a lot more like, again, not willing to take accountability on their actions, especially if like they were being toxic, if they were being deceptive, whatever it was, they were being very immature. And so like since then, going through this healing, whatever like block has been cleared or lesson has been learned, this person has gained wisdom and has matured. I'm working on being a better version of myself. Good job. Good job, Pile 3's person. Keep going. And they know it's like a long journey, but they're walking it. They're going. I miss our friendship. So some of you guys may have been friends to begin with, or started off as friends. They just miss being around you and like having your companionship. So let's get you some letters. I've been taking like 6 for everybody, and this is the first reading I've used this, so bear with me. So let's see, some of them are stuck together since they have like some sort of tack underneath. So first letter you have is the letter D. You have the letter E. E or M or W. I think that's M or W actually. DM. We have the letter J. Actually, is that the letter? Yeah, that's J. We have the letter. That's the letter N. Or is that a Z? Sorry guys, I have to figure that. Let's say that's an N. We have the letter T. And we have the letter E. This one is E. So we have do, dent, lent. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out, and I'll do a better job next time with that. But so pile 3, that is your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated, and if it did, please consider liking and hyping my video. It helps me a lot. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing so you can get notified when I post more readings like this. And I'll try to get more like numbers and charms and stuff like that. I'll hopefully build more of a thing to toss around in the cauldron. But to my subscribers, guys, thank you so much for being here and continuing to leave your love and just spend time with me. I'm very, very grateful for you guys. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you're in the world. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Doot!